lights are on bright, and that means it's Monday night in the NFL here on EA Sports.
Before kickoff, one last thought. Both teams coming in off a W.
Both teams confident. They think they have all the answers. And when a team thinks it has all the answers, look out. Usually means an exciting game is about ready to unfold.
We're underway here. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. First down at the 22. Hill's going to take the handoff now. The Lions decked out in a lot of pink, and we see pink throughout the building. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL. Gets about 4 yards that time. And with that, let's look at the Lions offense. Last week, they posted big numbers on the ground, eclipsing the 200-yard mark. The Vikings with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. The Lions will take the snap from the 30. The Lions now move the chains.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
First down here. Hills handed the football. They are all over him behind the line of scrimmage, and a loss of 1. The 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. The Lions have it at the 34. Hill with the reception. Breaks away. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
What a nice job on the catch this time and breaking the tackle and getting those extra yards. When you make plays like that, if I was the quarterback, I'd give you a few more chances with the football.
Let's go. First and 10. Hill's got it on the handle. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Let's go. Second and 4. Wants to go deep. Could have been intercepted. Here's how the Vikings defense. This is a hungry bunch that loves to get in the face of the quarterback. A week ago, coming up with 9 sacks. Quarters formation here for the defense. The ball is jarred loose.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
It'll be a touchback.
Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
And he's taken down.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback. And that time, the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
Second down coming up. Empty backfield look for Bortles here. Bortles going to take the snap from the shotgun. Intercepted.
linebacker that time making that interception. Gets in good position. And what a pair of hands. A linebacker who could do it all.
The Lions didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but, man, that was pretty easy. Well, this early in the game, to watch the opposing offense march down the field and get inside the 20, this keeps the defense, they might be shaking a little, but if they stop them here to a field goal try or worse, that'll get their confidence back.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Oh, look at that. Linebackers moving around.
Toss to the outside.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down.
Get ready.
The give. Barron's there to make the tackle.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
The Lions have a 3rd down coming up. They did a great job a week ago of converting on 3rd down. The Vikings defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. Detroit in for the touchdown. Still 3.5 quarters of football to play, but that touchdown gives them the lead here early.
Yeah, I know. There's a long way to go. There's no doubt it. But you gotta like your situation and the feel that your football team has, getting that score and being on top.
The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Vikings are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
First down at the 23. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. Following that completion, 2nd and short. Got the completion.
When you talk about the play-action pass game, it's really when you call it. You got to be in a situation where the defense is thinking run, and when they are, do you have the courage, or I should say the smarts, to fake the run and throw the football? Good call that time by the offense.
The Vikings have it at the 34. And they tackle him there at the 34.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run, nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. The Vikings are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
They come to the line, and it's 1st down. Handoff. Up the gut here. They'll mark him at the 46. Here's the Vikings offense. A model of efficiency a week ago without a single giveaway.
There we go now. Blue 45. Blue 8.
2nd down and 9. Surveys. What a catch. Touchdown. And it looks like we'll be going into quarter number 2 with a tie game on our hands, partner.
Yeah, a tie game going into the second quarter. It looks like it's going to be an exciting day. And listen, that's what we always love up here, isn't it? We love exciting games that stay close, and this one has the looks of that.
And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Lions offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right play.
It's complete to Deshaun Jackson. Jackson's taken down at the 33.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Looks down the field, nobody open, so he throws the drag route coming across the field, and it's a nice catch just short of the first down.
The Vikings set at the line. Dime package. 2nd and 2. Hill's going to secure the handoff. Going to take it the distance. The 10. They bring him to the turf. He's now over 80 yards rushing on the day. First down here after the run. The offense back to the line after the 60-yard gainer on the previous play. Toss play. Barr's able to read that play and make the hit.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
Back here to start quarter 2. We are deadlocked right now in a game that has seen its fair share of defense.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch, isn't it? I love defenses when they come out and they just establish the line of scrimmage and beat the offense up. That's what we've seen so far, and I think it's going to continue.
Get ready.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'd be a touchdown.
The Vikings defense now is going to go nickel. 3rd and goal to go from the 2.
Take the points. That's what I'm telling you, Coach. Take the points. You didn't get it done on 3rd and goal. Get 3 points and keep momentum on your side.
The kick is through for 3. Setting the tone here early in the second. They take the lead with this field goal.
That was a good job by the offense. They overcame. They had some adversity in that drive, but they still made enough plays to give themselves 3 points and put them on the board.
The Vikings coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
2nd and short following the run.
Go. Here we go. Green.
Here's the handoff. Got a flag. Boy, his head got yanked back the other way. An obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
Going for the home run. And Quinn with a near takeaway on that pass. They went for the deep throw, but the defensive back was there.
Yeah, good job that time. I got to give the defensive back a lot of credit. He was not caught sleeping out there. He was alert, read the right keys, and he was right with the receiver to knock down that deep throw.
2nd down and 10. Middle of the field and incomplete this time.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches the defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
3rd and 10. And it's batted down. Another third down stop right there, and into the second quarter of play now. We really haven't seen this offense on track quite yet.
Yeah, let's give all the credit to the defense. I like how they're playing on the defensive side. The defensive coordinator's making good calls, and they are making it happen.
The Lions back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score, and you feel like nothing can stop you. So it would not be surprised to see them to go out there and have success again.
The Vikings will come out in the dime. First down at the 15. Going deep. Second down following that incompletion.
Get ready.
They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. The defender able to knock it away.
Man, it's the football game. That's what you have to do as a quarterback. You're winning a close game and it's third long. Well, manage it. Know what to do. Don't force the play here. If it's not there, throw it away and just punt the football.
The Lions have to get to the 25 to move the chains. Pass is intercepted. That pick gives them a chance to perhaps take the lead here early in the second if they can put together a drive.
Jim, I'm really anxious to see what the offensive coordinator calls here in this situation. He's got to be smart and show this defense something they haven't seen already.
Bortles on the move. Down the field. And Quinn with a near takeaway on that pass.
They call that the moment of truth. It's a beautiful throw down the field, but the defensive back, he waits until it's time to make that jump. He defends the pass. What a good job by the defensive back.
The Vikings have it at the 34. Taking off. And he steps out of the field of play. First down and 10. And touchdown, Minnesota Vikings. Bortles put up now 10 touchdown passes on the season. Extra point is good. The Lions are ready to receive the kick. Just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Lions just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
Let's just tell it like it is, Jim Nance. His receiver's not a very tough guy because he gets hit. It should have been a complete pass. When he gets hit, he just throws that football on the ground, and the pass is incomplete.
Let's go.
From the shotgun. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
Well, we still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's third long, and you're losing the football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
Now, looking at third down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Out of the gun. Got hit on release.
The Lions really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
They'll take it at the 20. The Vikings back on the field on offense. They've got to be pleased with the way their offense took shape on that previous drive, which went all the way for a touchdown.
Yeah, their calling card has always been the fact that they like to do both things. They're very conscious of running the football to keep a defense honest. They did that in the last drive, and then they take advantage of the fact they're running the well, and then they play action.
Ball is out. After nearly turning it over, it's second down. The Vikings approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. Heaving it down the field. Clutch catch. That's reception number 2 for him. The Vikings are leading in this one, and a lot of that goes back to the play of this quarterback, Phil. Bortles had a very solid opening half.
He sure has, and then people are getting open down the field, Jim, and he's right on target. He's feeling it. He is absolutely in the groove.
And now they'll try over again on second down. And here's the toss for about 4.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
The Vikings will take the snap from the 30. Bortles on the move.
Trying to escape the pressure, and there he goes, sliding to get away from the hit.
It's a rough game out there. Avoid hits at all costs. Good job that time by the quarterback sliding before he takes the hit.
The Vikings come out. Jumbo package on the field. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. 2 tight ends on the field here. Intercepted. Got a big lane. Tackles made. The Lions come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score's 14-10. First down at the 37. Going to be a penalty here. Gains 20. The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
The Vikings go with the dime formation here on defense.
Now he's going to change the play and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Ebron's brought down after picking up 11 on this play. Well, we're anxious to hear the full story on that injury. Let's go down to Danielle Bellini with the story.
Guys, I just spoke with a Vikings official. There's not a big concern with the injury at this point, so guys, he'll be ready to go back in the game as soon as he gets the thumbs up from the coaching staff.
Now first and 10. Hills taking the handoff. 2-minute warning.
Set up now at the 26.
From the gun. Joseph takes down the quarterback.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. Nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack.
Third down now. Quarters formation here for the defense. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. And they'll get to him again for the sack.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
And not a favorable bounce this time as it's headed to the end zone for a touchback.
The Vikings have to still be thinking about that last possession. They were actually moving down the field. And then, of course, the untimely interception ended things.
Yeah, the defense, look, they got good players. And, you know, you give them enough chances, they're finally going to make the play. You have to be careful with the football. The offense was not, and that's why it resulted in an interception.
What do you think they're talking about in that huddle after that drive-killing interception?
They're probably telling the quarterback, if you do that again, we're going to kick you out. I don't know, but they got to play better.
Second down after the incompletion. The Lions come out in a dime package. Out of the shotgun formation. And it's knocked down.
Well, if you're the offensive coordinator here in a third and long situation and you're winning a close game, you'd like to pick this up. But also, you got to make sure you call a play that doesn't put the offense at too much risk. Tough call coming up here for the coordinator.
Third down and 10. And it's a catch by James Hanna. He's in the clear. The 30, the 20, the 10. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown. Getting close to the half, and they're giving their opponents a lot to talk about in the locker room.
Yeah, they are putting some kind of whipping on them here early in the game. I'll just say this for the defensive side that's losing. It's been terrible. So go in there at halftime, change what you're doing, and get back in this game.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
The Lions bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays. Not only does he know the situation, when you have the football in your hands, you want to get out of bounds to stop the clock. But I'm sure the quarterback in the huddle, before he called the play, said, look, if you get a chance, get out of bounds. The chance was there. Big mistake.
The corners step back. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Hill's going to take the handoff now. Picks up about 5.
Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
Let's go.
Back to the quarterback. Flea flicker. Scans the field. The Lions get a first down.
Good job that time by the ball carrier, picking up what he can, and he is very smart. Gets out of bounds and stop the clock.
First down on the way. He'll take the snap from the gun. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
What a good job by the quarterback that time. He saw the defensive back inside the receiver, and he leads that receiver to the sideline on that corner route.
Corners are backing off here. One more snap and halftime.
Let's go.
First down at the 16. And it's swatted away.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. You make a quick break on the football. Hey, you get in a position like this, and you can knock it down.
And he puts it through for 3. And that will close out the first half from the Twin Cities. We'll step away for halftime and be back to Minneapolis in just a moment for the beginning of the third quarter.
The second half is officially underway.
And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Vikings come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Phil.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play.
Here we go. 39.
Here's the quick toss. Got the first, and he's got some space. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Back to him. Looking for some daylight up the middle. And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Tight end in motion. Takes it again. Taken down at the 33. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
Coming to the line at the 33.
Third down and 4. And that'll probably go as a drop.
The Vikings know to win in the NFL, you got to pick up third downs. It doesn't matter how you do it. Third and short, they go with the pass. Not executed very well. Now it's fourth down.
Phil, they come out of the locker room with the lead and now add another field goal here early in the second half. Things aren't a-changing.
Yeah, they're not, Jim. And you know what they did? They just put more pressure on their opponents. By getting that field goal, it let their opponents know that we are not slowing down.
The Lions offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half. When you see linebackers shifted around like this, what they're trying to do, confuse the quarterback.
Gains 15.
Well, when you're down a couple scores in the second half, you're just looking for some positives and trying to get some momentum on your side. So that first down by the offense, maybe that'll give them some confidence, and we'll see where they can go with it from here.
First and 10. Takes it from the eye. Hill's brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Second and 5 coming up. The Lions come out in the pistol. The Lions snap it at the 41. Deshaun Jackson on the receiving end. On the way, third down.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
The Lions will take the snap from the 45. Looking to go down the field here, but it's incomplete.
Well, there's no doubt about it. This guy has a strong arm. That time he just sails the football way past the receiver deep down the field.
All set to punt here. And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Vikings have extended their halftime lead, and they haven't wasted any time in doing so as they continue to motor up and down the field.
You know, this is what you got to do in this league now. When it's going well on the offensive side, don't slow down, don't get conservative. keep it going, try to score points, and just dominate the other team.
Bortles all by himself in the backfield for this snap. First down at the 20. Almost intercepted.
Nice job that time by the defensive player. He is all over the receiver in this man-to-man coverage, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
Second and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. It'll be third down. The Lions with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Bortles standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. The Vikings now move the chains. The Vikings are in front thanks to their quarterback. Bortles had a huge performance in this one.
When you talk about creating opportunities, that's where you have to give credit to the coaching staff. They have helped the players. The play designs have been good, and the players are taking advantage of it.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Out of the shotgun. Johnson's got it on a pass that had some heat. On his way. The 10, touchdown. And they continue to take that game plan that worked so well in the first half and add to it here midway through the third quarter with another touchdown, Phil.
So my answer is, what's the defense thinking? My gosh, the game plan didn't change on the offensive side, but you had no answers for it. Time to get on that sideline and figure out what you want to do.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. The Lions heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative. Get the defense off guard. Make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity. Coaches love it when there's a pass thrown and whoever catches that ball, if they can break a tackle, that's just some extra yards. And that's what you're looking for, and that's what it takes to be a winning football team.
The Lions take it from the 28. And he takes off. And now he'll slide.
It's not as easy as it looks. That quarterback, good job of sliding before he takes the hit that time.
The Lions are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Getting away from the pressure. And he's going to slide feet first.
That's a really smart job that time by the quarterback. Pick up all the yards you can, and before you're going to get hit, slide in there like you're going to second base.
Second down now. The Vikings defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Jeremy Hill has the catch. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. They get set quickly, ready for another snap.
Let's go.
First and 10. He's got the catch. Moving it to the other side of the field at the 49. Second down and 8. Over to Ebron. Spins out of the defender's clutches. Has the first down. Now looking for more.
Well, if you want to keep your place on the offense, then catch the pass and break a tackle and get some extra yards. That's what the guy did on that play. Nice job by him. Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
He's in for the touchdown, but hold on a minute. There's a flag down. There's a flag away from the football. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. And he races out of bounds at that point.
Good job by the quarterback completing that pass against the zone defense. Look for the open space when you throw against zones. That's what he did, and he got the nice completion.
Hills handed the football. This is third down. Gets the handle here. Floyd's all over the ball carrier. The offense is back on the field here with 4th and 3 to go. Hills got it on the screen.
That was a big hit by the defender that time. The receiver drops the football. I'll tell you what, I guarantee the next time he goes over the middle, he'll be looking for that defender.
A miserable place to start this next drive.
Throw. Here we go. Green, 90. Come on.
Bortles running away from the pressure. Ball is out. They recover their own fumble. And that's going to be a safety.
Oh, this play reminds me of the Super Bowl. Tom Brady getting sacked on his first passing attempt against the New York Giants. When you're in your own end zone, you know you have to get rid of the football quickly. The quarterback didn't, and that's why there's a safety.
The Lions still on offense to start the 4th. Capped off the 3rd quarter with a huge play. It's first down as they head to the line. The Vikings set at the line. Dime package. Final quarter underway now with this snap. Joseph gets to the quarterback.
Well, you see it all the time. When the offensive line can't stop the defensive pass rush, then you have your running backs hit a defensive lineman before they go out for the pass.
The Lions will take the snap from the 30. Another sack.
Well, you expect defensive ends to get sacks because they come around the outside. But when you get pressure from the inside and the defensive tackle gets a sack, that's just an added bonus.
Third down on the way. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Looking long. And after only 3 plays, that incompletion brings us to 4th down. The Lions call on the punting team.
It'll be interesting to see after that fumble by the kick return team, will we still have the same returner when they come back out of the field? I don't think so. That was a big mistake. I think they need a replacement.
First down at the 29. The Vikings at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Second down and 10. Makes the catch. He's going to be tackled right around the 46-yard line.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock. And that is an art, and this team is good at it.
Bortles got it in the gun. Second down.
There we go now. Go.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Bortles gonna scramble. Avoids the hit and slides.
Good job that time by the quarterback sliding. The team, you are valuable to them throwing the football, not running. Slide before you take that hit.
Third down. The Vikings will set up. The 44 is the first down line. Rudolph's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. At the 31, here we go.
The defensive line now spreading out. I think they want to try to pressure the quarterback.
Bortles now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under.
Nice job that time by the quarterback. He gets outside the pocket because of pressure, but not able to complete the pass.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Bortles will be taking this snap out of the pistol.
Green 39. Green 39. Green 39.
The Vikings snap it at the 31. They'll run it here. Levy's all over that offense and brings him down.
Third long coming up. You're losing by a couple scores. You're on the defensive side. You must know the offense is not going to take a chance. So be aggressive and maybe get lucky and get a turnover.
It's third down coming up. The Vikings will look to get to the 21 to extend the drive and pick up a first. Looking across the middle. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time. He throws it down the field for another completion.
Bortles' completion percentage, 50% on the day. The Lions will come out in the dime. Bortles going to take it from the gun. Kyle Rudolph with the reception.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Play after play after play here on this drive.
When linebackers move around like this, you know what it means? Nothing. Confuses no one.
6 for the Vikings. That's his 5th receiving touchdown this year. It's good. The Lions are ready to receive the kick. Jackson's going to test the coverage this time. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line.
The Lions got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more.
Mark Barron has the interception.
Midway through the fourth, and the mood on that sideline, Phil, has to be one of tremendous frustration as they throw the interception.
Absolutely, Jim. They have to be so disappointed. They had high hopes coming into this game. We talked to the coaches. They thought they would play well. Well, this is just one of those days when nothing went right for your side.
That's a tackle right near the 48. That's his 4th catch of the day. The Vikings continue to pass the football, and when they have, they've looked in one familiar direction. Johnson's been the top target, and he's been very strong in this game.
The offense, what a tremendous design they've had here today. They've had many ways to get this football to the wide receiver, and he has done a good job of taking advantage of it.
This will be second down.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Very nearly intercepted.
Well, the most common thing that most offensive coordinators do in the NFL on third and long situations, they're going to call a play where they probably don't think they're going to pick up the first down, but they're looking for field position.
Reaches up high for it, and he's got the catch.
Only 34 yards to the end zone.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Takes the hit, throws. Second down here. The Lions go with the dime formation here on defense. And it's a completion to Hannah.
Heading to the line at the 22.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Vikings break huddle and show a jumbo look. First down at the 22. Toss to the outside. And here we have second down.
There we go now. Hurry up.
Handoff made. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Anso with the sack.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the third down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
And converts on the 3.
Phil, I know a lot of fans get upset and say, why are they tacking on 3 points? What do you expect them to do right now? They go ahead and, don't go for it. They go ahead and kick the field goal. I don't think anybody's insulted by that.
Not at all, Jim. It's not the coach's job to help the other team. You just do your job, and if the other team wants to stop you and keep you from scoring points, then play better defense.
The Lions offense comes onto the field, and even if they put together a scoring drive, there's not going to be any difference here in the outcome. Now just playing for a little bit of pride and perhaps to try to get things going for next week.
Well, pride's gone out the window. You've lost that already because it's been a dismal performance by your whole football team today. And I say this on the offensive side, don't press the issue, just get this game over with. Even though you're getting blown out and it's late in the game, I do agree. Get in this hurry-up offense. Get some practice with it because you never know. Next week, you might need it to win the game. So try to get better at it and use it for next week. Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
And they get the sack.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. He gets a sack on the quarterback. And nowadays, you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field, and yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
The Lions come off a dominating victory a week ago, but the tables have turned now as they're on the side of a lopsided affair here today.
You almost have to look at this game today and say they were overconfident. And if you get overconfident in the NFL, look out, it's going to go the other way.
The Lions have to get to the 49 for a first. Quarters formation here for the defense. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Knocked down as he fires it. That's second down coming up. No bump coverage here. Corners backing up. And it's batted down. We've often talked about prime time and how the players of today have this "it's all about me" kind of a mentality. And for you in the booth, you had to enjoy it being all about you having a chance to call this one today in prime time.
That's right. It's all about me, and it would have been if I could have just got you to be quiet for a few minutes. But it's awesome to win